Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful spring Monday here in Nashville, Tennessee. We're coming to you with a very fun announcement. We made it official last week when we sent the email out, but we're making it official on the social channels, bringing it to you live in video with some very special guests, talking about Predators Pride Night. The 6th annual Predators Pride Night is coming to you next week. Join us Tuesday, April 13th for the 6th annual Predators Pride Night. This will be a safe way to get back together and show our pride on the ice. The venue opens at 6 and the puck drops at 7. This is always a great event. Last year, the 5th annual Predators Pride Night at Bridgestone Arena was the last in-person event that our chamber held in 2020. Just a few short weeks later, we were shut down like the rest of the world with COVID. But talk about going out on a high note with the 2020 Predators Pride Night. Every time we have done this event, it continues to grow and get bigger and bigger. The Predators continue, I mean, they started off just doing this night right. They continue to grow this night every year with the involvement of the Predators, the lights in the arena, the training and what goes on with their staff around why they do this night. We are really excited to be coming back for our first event in 2021 since we shut down for COVID for Predators Pride Night. We will be down at Bridgestone Arena next Tuesday, and we can't wait. We have a very special guest joining us today to talk about Predators Pride Night. My good friend, Sean Henry, CEO of the Nashville Predators. Sean, it is great to see you virtually, and I can't wait to see you next week in person and do a little fist bump, elbow tap. Are you vaccinated yet? I guess is the big question.
Well, I got my first one. My second one will happen before we get together. So I won't be immune completely, but at least I'll have my second dose in. How about you? Have you gotten in yet?
I have my second shot. At least according to the CDC, I'm officially vaccinated. I'm very thankful for that. We will still be wearing our masks in Bridgestone Arena, correct? You guys have quite the safety precautions.
Yeah, that is correct. You know, I hated how much time we had to work on it. When we took our pause last year, right after your event, we all thought it was going to be 2, 3, 4 weeks. And it's just amazing how foolish and wrong we were on so many fronts. But really over the next 11 months, all we did every day was work with the CDC, the local board of health, our league, and venues around the country to figure out how do we come back? You know, what's the best way? What's the safest way? And, the highlight or the one positive of the pandemic has been some really good bonds have been formed in our own region, with other venues and across the country to build protocols just like this. So hopefully we'll start working on things a little bit more fun than what's the best way for people to get in the building safely, stay in the building. We continue to grow our attendance. We started with 0 fans, went to 5%, and now we're just at 25% or a hair under. And I think we're probably going to get to 35% or so in a week or two. And we have not had one case traced back to any of our gatherings. And that's the best news of all.
That's incredible. That's wonderful to hear. So when folks, if they buy their Pride Night tickets, they're going to be coming into an arena that's 25 to 35% capacity?
That's right. And we have a lot of cardboard cutouts, too, to help the visual of filling some of the seats. But what's great about our crowd and our 3,000 people, 3,600, whatever the number is, really sounds like a sold out building in most buildings because fans are just so passionate. And the way the team's playing right now, we give them a lot of reasons, to get up off their feet and yell a little bit more loudly. So even muffled slightly with that mask, people still be out there. So.
Awesome. Well, we will be seeing masks, but we're going to also see some rainbows. We always love Predators Pride Night. Like I said, 6th annual. We started 6 years ago with you all. And you were one of the very early teams that started Pride Night. And boy, did you start it off. And I always brag on you, set the example of what an NHL Pride Night can look like and what it can be. Tell us more on how that came together and why it's important for the Predators.
Well, anyone watching this probably knows you a little bit, and you don't do anything half-assed. You just don't. And when we first did this, I don't think either one of us knew how big it could be. But the first one, I'm probably wrong on the numbers, but I bet we only had 40, 50 people maybe in the meeting rooms. But that night, walking around talking to people that weren't part of the event per se, but were part of the event just because they were in the building, it was really neat to hear the things we heard. Some things weren't great, obviously. Some of those negative comments, which nice year over year, I think we've doubled our attendance with you. And we've also cut the criticisms in half each time. That just shows you how important it is, to show support for each other, because the more we do that, it's harder for more people to be so ugly about it. It really, really is. And that's been one of the nicest developments or evolutions of our time together. That end, I think we're undefeated on Pride Night. I actually don't know. I actually know we're not, but I like saying we are because it's easier to get more and more people's support. But the job you've done in growing this within your own chamber and beyond the walls is incredible. But again, we went from 20 to 30 people to, I don't know, last year, we couldn't fit everyone in the meeting rooms. So I think over 200 people, and obviously have people that, just come and literally show the colors, if you will, which is nice. And the other part that's been really good about us working together is our own staff's embrace of it and say, okay, let's do a little bit more. Let's have a little bit more fun. Everything we do is fun. We start every meeting with, how can we make this event more fun, whatever that event may be. And like you said, we're using all of our sound and lights and tech and the passion of our players. And it's just so cool to see so many different touch points, from flooding the colors of the building outside to inside on the ice to Nash's jersey to, player support of it. It's nice when we get on NHL calls and we are the envy of some of the other teams. And I just love it. If you remember maybe it was the second year we did it, there were probably 25 of the teams doing it around our league. Not all the teams were. And one of the teams that didn't, they called me and they said, look, we're in a red state. How do you think it's going to play out? I said, well, I don't know if you know Tennessee politics. We too are in a red state. This isn't about politics. This is about, shining on a light of a wonderful group of people that love the Predators. And when those things come together, again, a lot of the ugliness goes away. And they started doing it. I think they're probably on their third or fourth one now. And he's had the same experience. Number one, it's grown every year by leaps and bounds. And more importantly, the inbound of emails have diminished of, people knocking it. Now the emails they get, the emails we get are, hey, why didn't you do this too? And why didn't you do this? And here's some more ideas. And that's just really, really neat to have a night to draw attention, to what you do in your efforts. But at the same time, and you and I talk about this pretty candidly, I can't wait till we're not doing this anymore. I mean, the fact that we have to have a night for Pride Night shows that there's still a lot of work to do, but we'll get there eventually. And I don't think it's that far away, or I hope it's not that far away, where we're not having Pride Night anymore, because every night is, just a very inclusive atmosphere that we've created together. So I want to thank you for putting us on that path, because you have, and hasn't been easy, I know, all the time, but we do appreciate it.
Well, I love what you say. I always highlight it as a great example. And I remember that first time you gave that speech and said, man, one of these years, I'm just looking forward to not having to do this night. And I was like, wait, what? And then you said, because everybody's going to know that they're included. Everybody knows that they can play hockey and they're welcome here. And it gets to me every time I tell that story, because that's what it's all about. It's making sure that people feel seen, respected, welcome, that hockey is for everyone. That's the NHL motto, the program that they have out, which their Pride Nights, wrap around, and that's it. Hockey is for everyone. And you guys do set the bar. I think we started around not many, 20, 30 people that first year in the pre-event reception. Last year we had over 200. At the reception, we had to use both rooms. And then we sold over 400 tickets last year. We're not going to be able to do that this year due to just the limited capacity of tickets that there are, but you guys are doing it. You've reserved a section. We're going to get into details with your incredible staff here shortly about the details of where tickets are. But that shows when you do something right, it gets noticed, and it's definitely been noticed across the country, and it's noticed here in the community. I hear all the time how great our Pride Night is and how the LGBT community loves the Predators. The rainbow smash hats, the number of those I see all across our city, it really is incredible. And it starts at the top. And I'll just point out, I'm going to brag on you. Sean Henry is our 2017 Ally of the Year award winner. We were able to award you that, and it is very well deserved. You are an ally. You speak out strongly on diversity and inclusion initiatives, and you brought it into your own organization. We are honored to be a member of your Guider advisory board, which is your diversity and inclusion initiatives. Why is diversity and inclusion so important for you and for the Predators?
Well, before I answer that, I was going to brag on you and talk about Guider and thanking you for literally laying the foundational pieces of Guider. And the most important part, I think, of Guider, and it's an acronym, of course, but G, it's about growth. And you can break that in a lot of different ways, but it's going to make us a better organization. It's going to make us a bigger organization. We're going to literally grow our businesses because of how we're approaching making us a more welcome place to everybody. And that's what Guider really represents. It's growth, understanding, inclusion, diversity, equality, and representation. And I'm so bad at acronyms. I hate them. But
you got that one, man.
But the G is, of course, for growth. And then the inclusive nature. Until maybe it was our second time together, our second Pride Night, it hit me pretty hard because of the growth 1 year over the next. And it just showed that if we change, and not that we were doing anything to not be inclusive, but just by outwardly stating, no, this is a good place to be. It's a good place to be together. We doubled the association. Yep. That ripples through everything we do. I mean, it changes our ratings. It changes how we're embracing the community, makes things easier. And that's when I realized, as inclusive as I thought we were not very inclusive to so many groups. And we realized we had to be a little bit more deliberate in what we wanted to do. And I love Guider because it came from our employees. And there's nothing better than a groundswell from within an organization. And 3 or 4 people, right after the pandemic started, it was actually our first meeting was right before the George Floyd murder. And then our second one happened in the wake of Bad Choice of Words, in the aftermath of that. And I don't know what it was about that, because we saw it before, right? I mean, all too often, but it was as if the whole country woke up differently after that. And I know within our own walls it was. So we got together and said, we got to change. We got to be better. We got to be bigger. We got to listen. We have to change who's in our stands, who's on our ice at all levels, youth hockey to obviously the NHL roster, to who's in our boardroom and making decisions. And I'm really humbled by how fast it's taken off within our walls. And then the NHL's jumped on board and been so supportive of what we're doing. And obviously you joined our advisory board, we're so thankful for. But we have, 16 community leaders that have given up their own time just to help us grow as an organization. And that it just shows what we are in Nashville. It's a neat place. But it is about, the easy answer is we're doing what's right. And that's a good thing. And you always should. But we're also doing what's smart. And I think that's lost on far too many people. But the more companies that get out there with their own initiatives and are sincere about it, more people will see it, because it is the smart thing to do. And it's not often where you get to grow your business in leaps and bounds just by doing what's right. And that's what we're doing.
I will definitely say that we've got enough. I will say that it's an issue of the bottom line. It is businesses are getting it for the business reasons of diversity and inclusion, but the ones that are getting it right are the ones that truly believe in it. And the ones that truly believe in it, what you just said, from the top of the organization down, that your board, that your staff, and then your fans and everything you represent are bought in and educated on it and understand it, that is when it is really profitable, and that's when it has the biggest impact.
There's no doubt. So it's fun to move the business forward by doing the right thing too, because sometimes you're just moving the business forward out of sheer work and convincing people that sure, it's a good thing, but this is real. So it's nice. So.
Well, you are definitely moving forward. I'm ready for to see the crowds down on Broadway again for a Stanley Cup run. I've never been more proud as a Tennessean or a Nashvilleian and a Predators fan than those playoff games where you guys just did an incredible job. You always do, and we are so appreciative and grateful to have you all as incredible members, to be doing this again with you. And thanks again. We can't wait to see you next week and continue this work.
Yeah, I'll see you next week. We're really excited about it. And you're so right. Let's get back to those big crowds on Broadway. Hot hockey is the best hockey. It really is. So let's play late into the spring this year and ideally win 2 more games in the playoffs than we did that year. 2 games short, but we'll get there eventually, no doubt about it. So
we're going to get there.
All right. I got to get back outside to my gardening or someone's going to kill me in my house. So.
All right. Enjoy your day. Thanks for all the hard work, and we'll talk again soon.
All right. Thank you, Joe. See ya.
Thanks. All right. Come on. What a team, and what leadership of that team. We do love working with them, and it has grown year after year. There have been a lot of people in the growth of this event. It started off with our former CEO, Lisa Howe. I've got to give her a shout out because she's the one that started this thing with Sean, and they grew it year after year. It has only continued to grow. The incredible work of our membership manager, Lauren Bland. You definitely saw those results last year. Lauren got to ride the Zamboni last year. I did it the year before. We have had our members ride the Zamboni. That event beforehand continues to grow year after year. It will not be happening this year. There will be no reception, pregame reception like we have in the past, unfortunately. We'll be back next year to do that. This year, due to COVID and those safety precautions that Sean talked about, we're not able to do that reception, but we're going to still have a great time, and we're still going to see some rainbow colors. I am going to bring in my good friend with the Predators, my other good friend with the Predators, who works on the details. Curtis, I'm going to bring you into the stream. Curtis Sparrow, good to see you. You are the one that logistically kind of pulls this together. You're our liaison with the Predators. You work with a lot of different people at the team to pull off Pride Night, and it's always a success. Great to see you. I'm looking forward to next week.
Yes, I'm so excited to have you guys out next week. It seems like yesterday we were obviously celebrating, what was the 5th annual Pride Night, and how big and explosive it was. Like you said, we used 2 rooms. We have 2 meeting rooms, and we used both of them to capacity. So it's a great night. And as Sean said, I just want to echo it. We truly love this night, but we are looking for a time where we do not have to have it, but we can still use the meeting rooms and have a celebration. So that will never go away. But I'm excited to have everybody out at the game and enjoying a little slice of normalcy after a crazy year.
Yeah, I would love to put myself out of a job, meaning that fighting for LGBT equality is not needed. But I think, unfortunately, we're a ways off. So the chamber is going to keep doing this work, and we're going to keep partnering to make sure everybody feels welcome and knows that hockey is for everyone with the Predators. And we're going to do that by having an awesome game. I think Lauren is going to share some information on the screen and have you kind of talk through what tickets are out there, what's available for people to buy tickets, where they sit, the different options of that.
Yes, so our main section this year is our fan zone area. So with those unfamiliar with the arena, it is in a 300 level behind the shoot twice side for the Preds. So fingers crossed, even more goals to be had on that end. That area is very unique. It is actually built down into the bowl itself. So you're getting more of an end zone vibe, say at a football game as well. So you'll be able to see all the plays break out down ice, all the lanes be filled, and obviously see the puck go into the net for us. So it's definitely a great area. That area is coming at a 15% discount as well off the season ticket rate. So everybody's getting in at under cost. And as Sean mentioned too, we've taken great care and pride in our safety measures we have at the arena. So all the seats are in seating pods. A large majority of them are in 2s, 4s, and 6s. All socially distanced, of course, with masks in. So That area will be the main hotbed with that. That's able to be purchased through the link that Lauren provided in the email using code 21PRIDE. But if there is any questions on how that process works or anything like that, you can always reach me directly. I believe Lauren also added my direct contact with that 615-770-2180. I'd be more than happy to take care of anybody hand to hand as well. Like I said, it's all about just coming out and enjoying some hockey and being together again. And then we do have one more option. As Joe mentioned, in lieu of our usual pregame celebration, we do have some seats in the lower bowl that do come with our Lexus Lounge area. That area is open from the time doors open at 6 until about an hour after the game. So it's also a great way to kind of let traffic die down at the end of the night. But that area does come with a lower level seat, as well as all you can eat food and all you can drink beverages down there in the lounge as well. That would also be a hand-to-hand, so you would just call me directly and I can get you guys all taken care of.
So whatever type of ticket you want, Curtis can help you find that. And just to be very clear, the sections that you guys got for us in the 300 section, that is to, you get a promo code, you get the Pride. What is the code this year? 21 Pride 21.
Mm-hmm.
And that puts you in that section. So you're around other LGBT people celebrating, some friends. That's a way to kind of get you all grouped together. And that has the higher price ticket at a lower price with that promo code. And that kind of groups you there. You can buy any ticket at the event, and that gets you in for Pride Night. The whole arena will be celebrating. And then, like Curtis said, you can also buy those premium seats down on the lower bowl that come with the Lexus Lounge. He's hooked us up with those too. So if you're in the arena that night, you're going to be celebrating Pride. If you want to be around others that are specifically there to celebrate Pride and see some friends, you'll be up there in that 300 section that Lauren is showing you right now, with the 15% off discounted ticket price. What is food like for everybody? So we're not having the reception. What can people expect to eat and drink? What's the restrictions for that?
Yes, so we do have all of our concessions open on the main concourse. A lot of the ancillary installments. So unfortunately, there won't be any walking tacos or grilled cheese, which I'm specifically upset about. I love a good grilled cheese during the game, but all of our main kind of burger stands, taco stands, hot chicken, all that is available. We do have twice daily locations as well for any drink needs. But a lot of it is strictly going to be credit card only, no cash. So everything is following that safety protocols. There will be no eating and drinking on the concourse to, again, keep masks on people's face and not off to the side. But once you get to your seat and actively eating and drinking, you can pull that bad boy down and enjoy some food.
Awesome. Merchandise. We have given away a shirt with your ticket in years past. We're not doing that specifically this year, but there will be some merch on site for people to buy, and there will be a special shirt that's in the works that benefits the Predators Foundation, and we are very appreciative to have the support of the foundation, as well as proceeds going to just us, correct?
Correct, yes. So it'll be going to you, and there'll be another foundation initiative for Oasis and other initiatives as well.
We are very appreciative of that. Always great to have the support. Yeah, there will be an auction that we will be sharing the link to on Monday. So a week from today, we'll share that out and people can bid on different items there. There will be some things that you can buy at the arena. We have some shirts from last year that we can figure out a way to get you one if you have not received a shirt. And then in the shop will be Pride shirts coming. I don't think we'll have them for the game. Is that right?
Correct. We're working to try to make that happen. But right now, the plan is to have them be in the team store for the full remainder of this season and into summer as well. So don't worry if you can't get it at the game itself. It'll be down there in the team store for the full run.
One of my favorite things that I got in years past was my rainbow puck. It sits right here on my desk. I look at it every day. We just love the night. We love the Preds, ready to show our fang fingers. I I've seen an awesome mask that had the predator fangs on the mask. I'm going to have to find one of those for sure.
Oh, I'm going to have to find one of those as well. That's awesome.
So Curtis, anything else that we missed? Lauren, I think if you actually, I know exactly what we missed, show some photos of past events. Again, these are from the mixer beforehand, which we're not having, but it shows you kind of memories from years past. That's the ice lit up in rainbow, lots of friends and different merch. The scoreboard's lit up. There is opportunities if you are coming with a group that you would want to schedule that with Curtis, and there's some opportunities for some messages on the scoreboard. It can all come together very quickly. Curtis is a great, pulls things together at the last minute, because we are, can you believe it, just a little 1 week away. Won't have Zamboni riders this year. We will have a mayor of Smashville. We're excited to be announcing that coming up. We're working on details of that. But I know we've also confirmed the hometown hero. We have a Metro police officer who responded to the Christmas morning bombing. Will be the Metro police officer who will be recognized before the game, and then a Metro firefighter who just responded to the floods. One lesbian and one who is gay. So we'll get to, it'll be wonderful to honor them before the game. Curtis, that reminded me, I've got to get you all those details for them, but they are confirmed, and we're ready to have them be honored in that way. You guys are so great to do that. Few other surprises we'll have. There's the Metro liaisons from last year when they were honored. We've got some new ones this year. What else am I missing? Did we hit it all?
We hit it all, but actually you have a mayor of Smashville and a fan captain. So there'll be two lucky individuals being able to crank the horn and welcome the boys back on the ice. So
now, one of the coolest things I've ever done was mayor of Smashville last year, where I got to crank the horn. What is the captain? What does that person get to do?
So it is the same. It is at the other intermission. So
all right,
their name is on the jumbotron. You're cranking the horn and getting everybody pumped up.
Cool. Well, I am looking forward to see it all come together, see the rainbow lights on the ice. And thank you again, and everybody over at the Predators for really setting the bar so high on how to do a Pride Night, how to make people feel included and a part of the team here in Nashville. Everybody is part of the Predators, and thanks again. I look forward to seeing you in a week.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you, and as always, thank you so much, you and Lauren both, for being so great to work with, and I'm ready to once again proclaim that hockey is for everyone. So I'm very excited.
Hockey is for everyone. That is for sure. Good to see you, my friend. We'll talk soon.
Good to see you again. I'll see you next week.
All right. Well, you got the 411 on everything Predators Pride Night. We cannot wait to celebrate next week safely. We're going to do it safely. We're back in-person events. What a way to come back with Predators Pride Night. So I hope you can join us. Check out our website. We'll link you to the Predators ticket buying process. We'll connect you with Curtis if you want some different tickets. We'll be announcing the captain and the mayor. We announced it here first, who was going to be the hometown heroes. We talked to our good friends over at the Predators who are doing great things around diversity and inclusion and showing pride. This is the fun part of the job. I love this job, especially when we get to do stuff like this. So hope we will see you there. If not, watch the game on television and show your pride in that way. Look for social posts from the chamber, and we'll talk to you real soon. Go Predators. Fang fingers. Have a good day.